Thank you for visiting the Coin Lady channel again. Good Morning Crypto uploaded a video of Brad Garlinghouse talking about the market as a whole and possible black swans. While Brad does address possible black swans, he stresses the significance of seeing resilience in this asset class over all cycles, which bodes well for the future. No black swan, as the name implies, is an unexpected occurrence. Problems with Tether or USDT in the future would not be unexpected. This has been a hot topic for a long time, and rightfully so. First and foremost in crypto is to do anything you can. How exactly this plays out is something only time can tell. Thus, everything is theoretically feasible. The question is what is actually likely. A recent video of mine demonstrated how the quantity of stable currencies tends to rise in tandem with bullish cycles. Therefore, during bullish cycles, it is common to observe an increase in the supply of various assets, or the minting of Tether USD. Ethereum and Bitcoin are the three biggest assets in the industry by market capitalization. Thus these concerns about Tether have been around for a while and are well-founded. That means the market cap is now more than 110 billion. In addition to the huge market cap, I'm taking into account the fact that the stablecoin market is projected to surpass the whole crypto asset class in size in the next 4 years, reaching a high of $3 trillion. It being said, I do not store excessive quantities of Tether, but I do keep it in mind. If I really must trade in USDT, I will, but the US dollar is my preferred, because there is no counterparty risk. In my opinion, Circle's USD stablecoin is still a better bet than Tether, but as a precaution, I always use the US dollar when possible. If a lawsuit were to affect any stablecoin, such as Tether USD, it would have a significant impact on the crypto asset class as a whole. However, in the long run, I predict that the stablecoin market will be worth trillions of dollars, which would include Tether USDC and any future stablecoins. Ironically, I always tried to use my trading bots with US dollar pairs for US-based exchanges, thinking I was being safe with Binance US trading directly with the US dollar and not Tether. However, I still got screwed during the Binance US lawsuits, where they listed all the USD trading pairs. I would have been better off using Tether in that situation, but I'm not willing to take the long-term risk of using it, even if everything is fine. That being said, I am not attempting to secure this funding. Only time will reveal the outcome of this reasonable worry. Last but not least, this is merely my subjective viewpoint. In this domain, I perceive the SEC as the actual adversary. 3AC Luna Celsius have not been shielded from investors. Coinbase is one of the oldest US-based exchanges, and FTX is pursuing it despite all the events, including private talks with Sam Bankman-Fried. Ripple is their target. All these groups are being pursued. It appears as though they are not making any effort to safeguard regular retail investors like us. Since Gary Gensler is only another pawn who shielded his friends' interests at Goldman Sachs and Vanguard, among others, they are focusing on the major players who can write the largest checks. And while I'm sure there are other politicians and excellent people in office who would like to see effective regulation of Web 3.0 advanced, I don't think Gary is one of them. In light of this, we might ask, is the entire market cap of all cryptocurrencies still above the wick of the 21-week exponential moving average, EMA, as it has in previous cycles? According to Medical and Ripple, the institutional crypto custody business will be worth $10 trillion by 2030, with a current valuation of $2.2 trillion. Breaking news. Fireblock is launching a global network of licensed digital asset custodians powered by their network. This program will be the first of its type, and it's going to be a game changer for the digital asset industry. An initial group of licensed custodians from the US, UAE, UK, Singapore, Thailand, and Australia will launch the Custodian Partner Program this quarter. Customers will have the ability to securely connect to these providers while seamlessly managing their digital asset operations on the Firebox platform. The move is in response to the increasing need for qualified custodians in the digital asset space, as asset managers, registered investment advisors, and other major players in the financial market gain exposure to tokenization, ETFs, allocation, and advisory services. BitGo has recently joined the Dairies Governing Council in this space. In addition, we notice that Fireblocks is making public its plans to form a limited-purpose trust business subject to oversight by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Our clients will have access to cold storage custody solutions provided by this trust organization. So, Fireblocks are a major development that many currencies, protocols, and exchanges should be watching. The list of these tokens is enormous. Some of the necessary infrastructure looks like this: tokenization payments, compliance web, 3 experiences staking, and access to thousands of decentralized finance applications are shown on the left side of the screen. Treasury management is also available. It has been officially announced that Peak is now available on the coin list and is launching. I already own a few crests, but being a US resident prevents me from purchasing any more. Well, I was hoping for a sneak peek during the airdrop, but this is truly one of the most anticipated DeepIn projects ever. Peak raises $15 million with the support of several major organizations, including Borderless and the enormous DWF Labs. Therefore, I will be watching the launch price behavior of Peaks with attention. .fi is a price action that I really hope it isn't. We know this has the support of many venture capitalists, so I'd rather it not enter a massive distribution phase. But there are a lot of projects coming out of the Peak ecosystem, and I'm really interested in the long term. Here on Peak Network, we can see 25 projects that are going to change the world. These projects cover topics like smart home ownership, power and mobility decentralization, wearable health data, decentralized charging telecoms, real-time communication, energy networks, agriculture, marketplaces, etc. Therefore, I want to devote a great deal of time and energy to covering Peak in subsequent projects. There are a plethora of ongoing initiatives, one of which I intend to monitor in the long run. This gives us a glimpse of their coin list details. Their most recent blog posts are available on peak.network in case you're interested. The token launch occurs on May 9th, and this is dated accordingly. According to the coin list, Know Your Customer, KYC, is required to begin on May 9th and continue until May 16th. The fully diluted market cap, net worth, of the token is $333 million. So, I've given you a brief overview of Peak previously. I find the project intriguing. This project is brand new. We can see that it has the support of some intriguing organizations, and that use cases are at the core of Web3. Go to peakair.network, click the Learn tab, and then go to the use cases or ecosystem to read more about this new initiative. Plus, we can check out the websites of all these apps and get a feel for what they are actually creating. Under Enterprises, we may observe their Airbus activities. Here at our company, we have Audis. Be very wary. There are still a lot of frauds in this field. I've been researching a few projects, some of which offer tokens. That is a good use case. I saw the Natix's group. In essence, the Internet of Cameras is real-time stream mapping, and I received an email from Natic warning that imposters are circulating with fake links. To avoid being a victim, you should only utilize links that originate from their official website. The Canary Network, also known as Crest Network, is being closely monitored by me as Pete Near's debut. Consequently, I will most certainly be snacking if the value of this item drops. Just waiting to see how Peak launches. I have a little position today, nothing too insane. My best wishes are with it. I get that market participants are tired of the same old things, new projects pop up all the time, but what really matters is that Bitcoin sees a surge in volume and liquidity to make its first big rise. With all-time highs currently hovering around 60,000 or 48,000. Just waiting for Bitcoin to complete its pullback, so we can have the next move to the upside, and watch alts go up again, until we see that big massive move. And then I'll be much more optimistic for nearly every asset to climb. Well, that concludes our video. As always, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe and leave a comment with your opinions. Muchas gracias, depart.